John Ross with UIndy Athletics Sports Video, and we're here today to preview the 2013 Greyhound football program. And who better to do that with than Coach Bartolomeo? Coach Bart, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, John.
We're going to separate this and talk about special teams, offense, and defense, but I wanted to talk a little bit kind of big picture. Coming off a great year, 10-3, 8-0 in the conference, second round of the tournament, what are your expectations for this year?
Well, like every year, it's a brand new season for us, on the football field. But our goals are simple. We want to win the conference, and we want to take care of enough games early on where we can be a factor in terms of getting into the tournament.
Speaking of the conference, I noticed on the preseason coaches poll that you're unanimous number one. There's a little pressure involved in that, I guess. But talk a little bit about what you anticipate in the conference.
Well, I think from top to bottom it'll be a more competitive league. There's a couple new coaches in there that'll bring some enthusiasm and some change to the league. The addition of Truman into the league will definitely pick up the notch in terms of competition, but it'll be an interesting league in terms of top to bottom. I think it'll be a better league this year, and we'll do nothing but continue to get better.
I noticed you have Missouri S&T mid-year at homecoming, and then you're kind of back-loaded with St. Joe and Truman towards the end of your season. How do you anticipate that playing out?
Well, as you know, starting a little bit about before we get to S&T, we play 4 teams out of conference, and S&T will be our first conference game. But those first 4 games, their combined record was like 42-11. Wow. So starting off the league, and all of them were their league champions. So starting off prior to the conference, we're going to get a good feel for what our football team's all about. And then we jump into the conference and play the 10-1 team, Missouri S&T here at home, and that starts conference play, and then we end up with Truman there at the end.
Sure. Starting out September 7th, so make a note of that. Let's talk a minute about special teams, and it seems like special teams, a lot are going to revolve around your kicker, Scott Miller, who's Class A. Talk about Scott for a minute.
Scott's an outstanding young man. Not only is he a great special team player, but he's a great student. He's like a 3.8 in business and does a great job in the classroom. Scott, did all our place kicking for us last year, and he will be going into camp, the number 1 punter, but we do have some guys coming in that hopefully can give him a run for his money there in terms of the punting. If we can alleviate some of that with him, that would be, I think that takes a little bit of weight off his shoulders. But if he's the best punter, he'll handle all our kicking chores for us.
Sure. What's your philosophy in terms of special teams? Do you like to go with young kids? Do you like to go with your upperclassmen? Do you play starters on those special teams? What's your philosophy?
Well, my philosophy has always been we're going to play the best guys. And we limited our starters to 2 special teams each. So that's kind of, their backup on the others. But you got to take care of that punt, and you got to take care of that kickoff team. So those are the 2 big ones that, if you're the best and you're a starter, you're going to play. And if there's a young guy that can do as good a job as a starter can, then he'll get his shot. But we're going to play our best people on special teams.
Great. Thanks a lot for that. We're going to stay tuned for us to preview the offense and defense. Thanks.